I need new music.
This is the JJO Discover New Music Podcast.
Johnny, how are you, buddy?
Doing fantastic, man.
Good.
Can't complain.
That's what I like to hear. Well, hey, let's get to it and talk new music from Bilmuri. Joining me today on Discover New Music, Johnny Franck. And I do want to say first, before we get into everything, the band name gave me a little trouble at first. I wanted to say like Bilmuri, like quicker. And then I was
Make it sound French.
Yeah, like exactly. I tried to zhuzh it up a little bit, and then everyone's like, "It's just Bill Murray." It's like one of our favorite comedic actors ever. So I got it now, and I love it. Has Bill reached out to you about any kind of issues with having Bill Murray on there?
No, and knock on wood. And I'm really hoping that he hops on a music video at some point in time. It's my ultimate dream in life.
That would be amazing. And you know what? He seems like the kind of guy that would do that. So fingers crossed, maybe
crazy enough.
This will get down the line, get to Bill's people, and then we'll take care of it.
That's right.
Johnny, let's get to it because we got a new album coming out. Kinda Hard drops April 10th. Also, you're going to be at the Sylvie on Saturday, May 2nd, which we are so excited about here in Madison. I want to take a quick look back at the Bill Murray catalog, if you will. Anything but standard music release practices. You had 3 releases in 2016, 2 in 17 through 2020, Eggy pocket hits, and then you guys slowed down a bit, just 1 release a year. And now, Kinda Hard, 2 years after American Motorsports. I guess what differentiates this release? The time, effort put into it, maybe the song catalog you decided to put together compared to what we've seen before from Bill Murray.
Well, you did a deep dive, man, because you got some deep lore on there, man. So I appreciate it.
Of course.
I mean, very much like when the project first started, I would write 8 songs and put it out like that day.
Yeah.
Like I think the second album, I literally finished it and uploaded it that day. And it was very much like something where I just wanted to put out as much music as possible. I hadn't put music out in like 8 years. So I was kind of just ready to go, man. I think that had kind of built up in my heart. And then as time has gone on, we've been a lot more selective with the songs that we've put out. And I am now for each record, probably writing 200 to 300 songs and then picking 12 to put out. So it's very much, what we're putting out is the true cream of the crop here. And it's not like just write 8 songs and put it out anymore. It's very much like, let's write, as many songs as we can and pick the ones we love. So the creative output is way, way higher, but what we're actually taking in is way, way lower. And that's why it takes us a longer time, because it just takes us a lot of time to get that, write 15 songs, take 1. And and honestly, it's been cool because we've had a lot more success with that kind of paradigm of how we're releasing things. And it's made me a better songwriter, a better artist and musician as well. So
you had this giant purge and everything came flowing out, and now being a little bit more, because not taking away from any of the stuff before it, even the way you released it, but more selective, more critical maybe of what exactly you're putting pen to paper and music to reel, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's very much a committee of me, my manager, and Will Carlson, my producer, who, as we're producing things out and writing, if 2 of the 3 of us like something and are really about it, that's kind of a good sign that it'll make it onto the record. But, sometimes we'll write a song and everyone's so pumped about it, and then 2 weeks later, no one talks about it. So, we very much tried to keep the songs that stayed in our hearts for a year and a half. So one of the songs on the record we wrote the day that American Motorsports, our previous record, came out. Cool. To me, that song is still just as interesting as it was the day that we wrote it.
Which is so crazy. Here you are putting out a full-length album, and instead of just basking in the hard work done, you're like, hey, I got a song. Let's write it down. Let's put it together.
Yeah, I mean, I get bored really easily, and music's the most exciting thing that you can do in Ohio. So that's what we're doing, man.
That's right. That's right. I love it. I also thought, too, maybe it was because the first incarnation of Bilmuri, when you got started, you were in your mom's basement, and I thought maybe she was just really hammering you to get it done while bringing you maybe Hot Pockets or some pizza rolls. Is that how it went?
Well, there's definitely a couple times where, I mean, the lyrics of the early stuff are very sad, and my mom would open up the door and be like, "Are you okay?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, Mom, I'm fine." She'd be like, "Oh, I made some ham. Do you want some?" And I'm like, "Yeah, actually, that would be great."
Oh, my God. I love it. I love it.
Shout out, Mom.
So yeah, for any of you young artists out there that are creating in your room or in mom's basement, just know there's a process to it, and it can pay off if you work hard right there.
Yeah,
and get some
shout
ham.
out to all the moms there supporting the squad, dude. Very, very important.
I love it. One for the moms. Let's talk about the current single, Always Let You Down. I believe it's the 4th off this record, a little taste that we're getting before the full release. It was co-written with some good friends of yours, Jeremy McKinnon of A Day to Remember, who's also featured on the track. And then also you had Noah Sebastian from Bad Omens in there with it. You guys go way back. You all do. So I'm sure the collab kind of was easy to put together. But for you, who does a lot of collabs, you like to bring other artists in and create a different soundscape. What did they bring to that final product that you were looking for on Always Let You Down?
Well, man, it was just such a crazy day because I just happened to run into Jeremy at the gym, and then Noah just came to the studio to hang out. He wasn't planning on writing, and then we just started talking about ideas and started cooking this song up. And I at one point, it was like we had already written for like 5 hours when they came through, or when Noah came through. But I sat down and looked around in the room, and I was like, "Boys, I'm down to stay till midnight and finish this song. Are you guys in?" They're like, "Yeah, fuck it, dude. We have nothing. We don't have anything to do today. Let's roll." So we all wrote that song. And then also Cody from Wage War is on that song as well. And he was in the room that day. So it was just like very much a wild day. And, just all those guys still got that dog in them too, to rip a write for till midnight and keep going. And those are my favorite days, when you just rip 12 hours straight of writing and you feel like a husk of a human being afterwards, and you're like, I really laid it all out there that day. So it was very fun.
The serendipitous, if you will, of that whole event happening and you taking advantage of it. I don't think anyone can blame you looking around a room with that much talent going, hey, let's, we're going to make something here. Why waste the day? And that's what we got now. Now we got the single. It's great. It's great.
That's right. And it is cool to have all that talent in the room, and then to have the single that we made together, absolutely blow all of Bilmuri's streaming records out of the water. So
right.
It was very cool, man. I was very, very grateful for that.
I want, and we'll talk about your streaming and everything, and this cult following that has just grown and grown. Not even to a cult anymore. That I think undermines the size of the following that you have. Any surprises on the record? Maybe for you, something unexpected, or something maybe you haven't seen before in the recording process. Also, on the flip side of that, maybe some surprises for the fans out there when they put this new record in.
Yeah, there's some great surprises we have. I mean, obviously I don't want to spoil the surprises on the record, but there's a reason it's called Kind of Hard. And, I think as far as this record and making it, it was really special to me because, all the songs we cut live and had a full studio band play through it all together at the same time, because I really wanted to capture, I didn't want it to feel like computer music. Nothing against computer music.
Right.
Just that was my vision for this record, is I very much wanted to feel like a band is playing together, and that's exactly what we did. And that's exactly what we captured. So it is when you're listening through, we got the very best studio musicians in Nashville to come, and literally most of the songs are them hearing the song and then 3 takes through the song, and that's what we got.
Wow.
That just goes to show the talent of these guys that we had play with us, and just how special that recording process was, because there's so many times where you're just listening to a band play the thing live, real, all at the same time, and you're like, this is the take, and everyone in the control room feels it, and it's just a really special way to make a record, man. And it was truly like a science experiment that we hope to God worked, because we were spending a lot of money to get these great people here. So it was awesome to have it work out. And I would say, like, I'm beyond proud of the science experiments, at least the new aspect of what we tried to bring into the recording process, to just keep that human element in there.
I just talked to Rich Robinson of the Black Crowes, and that's how they've always done it, that live feel. He's like, we play the songs live. Why wouldn't we record them live? And I think there's something about that. There's something maybe old school, something that takes you back to the days where you had less room for error. Not that you can't do that in this digital world, but you really test yourself, and that comes out in the final recording.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I mean, like, that was like, I was listening to a lot of early 2000s records, and I was just like, it sounds like a band is playing. It doesn't sound like a computer, and not like, again, I don't have any issues against that. It just, we've had really computer centric music for a long time, and so these old records really start to sound fresh to me, because it's, you know, kind of not doing the thing that is the meta now. And so, like, very much, I would just, you can feel it in your heart when it's a band playing and it's just musicians playing in a room. And I was like, man, I would just love to capture that lightning in a bottle, and love to capture that human element. So it was really, really satisfying to make. It was probably one of the funnest weeks I had last year, was sitting in the room with all those great musicians and being able to kind of be a composer to some aspect.
And that says a lot for someone who's been in the industry for as long as you, to have that excitement, that almost that back when you're, you know, in sixth grade, getting that first guitar or whatever it may be, you know, and still seeing that even all these years down the road. So I think the fans are going to be in for a big treat. We all are, because Kinda Hard drops April 10th, and we're going to get the full experience, and really, really excited. I used to ask this question, and I'm going to keep an eye on time here because I got a lot to get to. I used to ask the question, what's your favorite track on the record, or maybe a track that speaks to you? And that's a kind of a hard one to ask. So I reworded it in the sense of, an alien comes down, has time to listen to one song before it's got to go back up to its spaceship. You luckily have a Discman with Kinda Hard in there. What song are you going to play off that record for the alien before he goes back?
Yeah, I think Always Let You Down, man. The single is just banging from top to bottom, and it's got like kind of everything the record has in it. And also like has that sweet moment at the end. And I don't know, I love the whole thing. So that would be probably the one I would show them.
Hit play, make sure that Annie skips on. You don't want to don't want to have any issues on there.
Yeah, don't move around too much.
You're right, just hold it. Weird great man. You know, talking about putting this record together, and what some people may not know, a lot of people probably do, but you've also produced music for a wide variety of bands. And I'm always curious about that, because there are some musicians that just focus on the writing and playing, and then get someone, which is fine. That's totally fine. But for someone who also puts on a producer hat from time to time, actually quite a bit of time, do you find yourself thinking like a producer while putting the music together, while writing, or do you try and keep that producer mind and creative musician mind separate during this process?
I try to be like water for whatever the song needs. If, you know, I'm down to do whatever the song needs me to do. I'm in. I would say, you know, as far as like the overall pie of a song, like the thing that I'm really good at doing is producing. And so that's like where I found me and Will, my producer, that we work on everything together. Like, that is my favorite thing to do, is once the song's fully written, we get to go in there, dig in deep and arrange this song and make it, polish it up and shine it and make it like the best it possibly can be. So that to me is the thing that I love doing. As far as like, you know, melodies and stuff like that, I've, you know, I'll get a good melody every once in a while, but I love being in the room with someone who's a melodic, like Chad, as I like to say, so that I can kind of sit back and be more of the producer and pick the things that I like and do what I believe that I'm best at.
I love it, man. Well, I know we're in for a treat. Like I said, April 10th can't get here soon enough, man. And we're going to get Kind of Hard for our listening pleasure. And then, of course, at the Sylvie on May 2nd, shortly after. So we'll get you there. You mentioned streaming before, and I want to touch on this just real quick. Did you ever expect, getting back into it, restarting this musical journey in your mom's basement, eating ham in between sad songs, and now seeing that reaction and the people that just, it's like it's exponential at this point, where with the fans of Bilmuri coming out in your wildest dreams, did you see that happening with this project you started?
Man, I really just try to focus on making things that bring me joy, and I love making music just as much as I did when I picked up a guitar when I was in middle school. And I really try to protect that, and I really try to just do music because I love doing it. And obviously, like, I'm always going to focus on the results and the feedback, and I think something truly great is when you can kind of bridge the gap between something that you love and something that your fans are going to love. And that's what I try to do. And just to see the reaction has been truly awesome. And I was just thinking yesterday, like, I would have, when I was, 26, 27, writing music in my mom's basement, I was dreaming of times like this. So I'm really trying to, keep it all in, keep a journal of all the things that are happening, and just be really grateful for it.
I love it, man. Well, we're grateful for the work and the passion you put into it, and this latest project that I don't see any end in sight other than you just getting busy because you got to have something going on, and we'll see more there. But very excited for that. And again, April 10th, Kinda Hard drops, then a full tour to support it. I think you're hitting 18, 19 cities, so you're going to be busy, which is a lot of fun. Before we get to rapid fire, I do have a two-part question going back to the Always Let You Down single and music video. First question, were stunt doubles used during the fighting sequences, or did you and Jeremy actually go at it?
Absolutely stunt doubles.
Okay.
I'm as soft as it gets, man. I'm a musician, dude. We're all cowards. So I think, very much that was always like, can we wear the same outfits was the beginning of the audition process for finding our nights.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Because it's quite intense, and you're like, God, I hope that's not in some friendly combat. So I'm glad that you didn't do the Tom Cruise route and you let someone else do the stunts. That's smart. Second part of this two-part question for Always Let You Down on the music video, the Ohio Corn Cob Deep Throating Contest. You apparently
I'll
had
get it next year.
Yeah, I was going to say, what are you doing to prepare for a better showing at that?
I don't think anyone should see what I'm doing to prepare, but yeah, I'm hopefully planning on placing third and medaling next year. So yeah,
at least getting a podium spot.
Yeah, that's right. Training begins today.
Oh my God. When Caleb said that in the video, I had to go back and did he say what I think he said in this epic monologue that he had to start that thing out? It was unbelievable.
No script. We literally just I was just feeding him lines and he was going.
I love it. Well, it's amazing, and people can go check it out now because it's fantastic. All right, real quick, rapid fire, because I just got the 2-minute warning. No wrong answers. Go with your heart. Let's start with whistle solo in Winds of Change or in Patience.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know. I don't know either of those songs. I'm so sorry.
So Scorpions, Winds of Change, where he sings like anyway, okay, so let's move on from that one. Don't worry about it. Listen to him later and get back to me, okay?
All right.
What about Take on Me or Take Me Home Tonight? Do you know those ones?
Take on Me. Take on Me.
Very good. Vanilla Ice or Ice Cube?
Like the foods or
no, the rappers.
No, I'm messing with you.
Like, I don't know. Vanilla Ice, very nice. Choco Taco or Flintstone Push Pop?
Choco Taco.
Very nice. God, those are so good. Would you rather see Bigfoot or the Loch Ness Monster?
The Hog Man.
The Hog Man. I don't even know what that is.
Look it up, dude.
Is it going to give me nightmares? Is it going to give me nightmares? Yeah. Okay, good. Last one. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
Duck-sized horses.
What would your plan of attack be? A lot of kicking, a lot of screaming. What are you going to do?
I'll try to bait them off a cliff.
Like lemmings, or the dodo bird, whatever it was. Very nice. Johnny, thank you for humoring me. More importantly, thank you for talking new music. Bilmuri, Kinda Hard. April 10th, it's dropping, and then Saturday, May 2nd at the Sylvie. We're so excited for you, man. Just looking forward to so much more with you guys.
Can't wait, man. I'll see you there.
Listen, rate, share, subscribe. Discover new music now at WJJO.com, in the JJO app, or wherever you get your podcasts. Brock has a new interview every Thursday evening between 6 and 7. 94.1 JJO.